Well, good afternoon, everyone. As always, I hope I'm finding you well and your loved ones well. And here's just a quick quote I caught on Instagram. I wrote it out and I wanted to share it with you because when it impacts me, I'm just compelled to share it with all the people that are in our group that are always looking to better themselves and have a growth mindset and just be a better human being on this planet. So what I want to share with all of you today were the 6 ethics of life. The 6 ethics of life. And tell me what you think below, if you agree, if you have another one to add. But let's get going. Number 1, before you pray, believe. Before you pray, believe. It's one thing to pray. It's one thing to certainly attend church or have that connection. But you can't leave it all to the big guy, in my opinion. You've got to believe. You've got to do the work and work on yourself. And simultaneously, obviously, have your faith, whatever your faith calls upon. But have your belief, and in conjunction with where you're striving to go, pray. Number 2, before you speak, listen. Wow, have I shared this one many times? Before you speak, listen. How many people think they have 2 mouths and 1 ear? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Hey, Keith, hope you're doing well, my friend. So before you speak, listen. Silence is golden. Often when you're with groups and with people, take the time to just and listen. And as you listen, then you'll gather the intelligence to come out with whatever you want to share from here. So before you speak, listen. Number 2, ethic of life. Number 3, before you spend, can you get this one? Before you spend, yeah. Why don't you earn a penny before you spend a penny? This society and the challenges of me, now, I want it all now. That's fine and that's good and go for it. But, you know, we need to maybe learn to earn a living before we need to spend. So the 3rd ethic of life is before you spend, how about earning? I think that's a pretty good one. Number 4, before you write, think. Now for the last 8-9 years, I always journal every morning and night. I've got myriad of journals, just writing my thoughts for the day, what I really affirm to where I want to have the day go and move towards. But before you write, again, take the time to quiet down and think your thoughts in that moment and what's going on, good or bad. But think before just writing down aimlessly. So that's just a thought as number 4 in terms of the ethic of life. Before you just write, think. Okay, number 5, 2 to go of the 6 ethics of life. Number 5, before you quit anything you're going to do. What do you think the answer to that is? Before you quit. Yeah, why don't you just try and try again? So before you quit anything you're doing, and I'll leave it up to you because you know what's going on in your life. Before you quit, try. Just try one more time. It is a journey life. I get that, okay? But before you quit and say, that's it, try. And as Les Brown says, if you do fall down, make sure you fall on your back so that you can look up and you can get up and get at it again. Okay, every human being makes mistakes. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, but we can try again, okay? There's always another day. The sun will always rise tomorrow morning on Friday. So before you quit, try. And the final ethic of life that was written in this Instagram, which I loved, was before you die, before you and I pass on, let's live, okay? Before we die, let's live. And that just sort of sums it up. We only have one life on this planet, as I believe, until we go to a much, much better place, which I know with my faith. So, but before you die, hey, how about living your life and doing the best you can and being grateful? And we always say that all the time. And I know it's difficult sometimes, and I'm the first one to admit that, but we just have to live. You know, when you walk out the doors, I'm going to do now for a brief walk, just smell the roses. You know, if you wake up every day, like Gary Vaynerchuk says, and the 6 to 8 to 10 to 15 people that mean the most to you are well and alive, how blessed are you with a smile on your face? Nothing else really should matter. So before you die, Let's live this beautiful life that we've been granted. They say if God's given you another day tomorrow morning that you wake up, there's a reason that you're still here. That there's a fact that every day over 1 million people don't wake up the next day. So if you're the ones that woke up today, there's a purpose to your life that you still need to fulfill. Go out there and crush it and live your life. Okay, guys, hope you got some value from that. The 6 ethics of life. Tell me what you think, if you have a 7th ethic of life or you don't agree with one of the ones that was on this list. But hope you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. God bless. Bye-bye.